Well, what's up?
Oh, nothing. Oh, it's nice of you to call me instantly. Wow, look, he cares. Augers.
Well, I don't know if you guys, because everybody's fucking suicidal right now over some crazy shit. So Jesus.
Wait, who the fuck is what about what?
I don't know. Everybody, there's some crazy shit going on, dude. If you kill yourself, your whole fucking offline chat's gonna blame me and stop watching me. I gotta protect my bag. Okay? How you feeling?
Yeah, I'm feeling good, man. I was just sleeping. I was watching some movies and shit.
Oh yeah. How's your Would you actually sleep well last night?
Nah.
Oh well.
I told you, I'm not like joking. My sleep problems were really bad.
Do you talk about your sleep shit with stream?
A little bit, but it's not like it matters that much. Like it's not like I do like much to change it over. It's just gonna bad.
Damn.
No, I mean sometimes dude. Sometimes I'm like literally injured, so it's like I gotta tell them like what happened, kind of thing.
What is like the worst you've hurt yourself while sleeping?
I think the worst event was I woke up in panic and then I started ramming down furniture, and then because I wanted to get out of the room, and I wasn't familiar with the place enough at the time. And then I fucking charged the door, and I blew it up, and I charged the other door to get out of the house. And then I cut my eye and my arms and my legs, and I need to get stitches on my eye.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Did you look somebody up yet to go and actually see somebody for this, or are you just gonna keep doing this until you kill yourself?
Yeah, no, I've talked to sleep doctors and shit like that. The first round of people didn't really know what the fuck was doing it, but I think I'm gonna go more in depth on it. But with some other people, so it takes a little bit of time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's bad. So how is it? What is your actual? Give me a condensed take about yesterday. So it's like a fast thing.
Which part do you want? Oh, like for your conversation with Hasan?
I mean, all of it, to be honest.
Okay, I'll focus first on your conversation with Hasan. Okay, so
Yeah.
something that Hasan does really, really well is he'll pick one point to defend, and he'll try to work around that as much as possible. And he's like very story driven, so he's got like a whole narrative that he'll tell around a particular thing. If you're going to fight about a particular thing, you need to have your examples, and then you need to have your story around those examples. It's very, very, very important to have those and to stick to those and to not let yourself be moved off of those. When he's able to take control of the conversation, he's very easily able to kind of like steer everything in the way that he needs to make you look bad.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So like
okay.
you were willing to let him kind of like take the reins and lead you around in that convo a lot, and the more that he does that, the more he's gonna make you look bad.
Yeah,
because he's not gonna. Yeah, go ahead.
No, it gets fickle because anytime he loses a point, he'll like seamlessly like move away from, and then you go to another one.
Yeah, but something
back over and over again is so
tough. Something that you have to do. This is hard. You're getting into like now we're like an actual like debate territory for tactics or whatever. You have to force a concession before you let them move on to the next point. It might seem stupid or pointless, or you might feel like you've won, but you need to tell them like, hey, before we move on to this, you admit this does sound bad, right? You admit that you were minimizing, right? You do admit that, right? You have to get them to say like, yeah, okay, I do, before they move on. Because something that people will do, if you let them, and Hasan is really good at this, is they can lose a point, but it doesn't feel like they've lost because they'll move on to the next point without ever actually giving you a concession. And then you're fucked.
Oh yeah, because you're the one doing the talking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you might argue with the dude who's like, I think the Earth is flat because like water always finds its level, and you can't even see the curvature of the Earth from space, and blah blah blah. And you might get into an argument like, okay, well hold on, what about like if you go really high up and you point a thing, you can see the curvature, and then be like, okay, yeah, but like let's think about like how does gravity work, blah blah blah. Like they'll just say like yeah and then they'll move on to the next point. And when the person is listening to the debate, it doesn't actually feel like you've made any ground. It doesn't feel like you've won a point at all because they've just like they've moved on to the next thing and you don't get a concession. So that's like one thing I would say. If you're having a conversation with somebody, that's why I was spamming you make him watch the clip again, because he knew that clip made him sound bad. Notice as soon as he played it, he paused it like twice to give an explanation for things, and then he never wanted to play it again. You need to you have to like force a concession out of somebody before moving forward. Otherwise, in the eyes of the viewers, it always just looks like you're losing over and over again.
Okay, that makes sense.
If Sneeko wants to chat, tell him to DM me on Discord. We can chat with him.
Also, it's kind of hard. He doesn't like. He'll go into like a long rant or whatever, right? And he doesn't let me talk, and then like he'll even go from the topic to another in that one rant, and it's like, well, we didn't even get to talk about the first one. I kept having to reel him back, and it's like, at one point, everybody was like, oh, dude, I was thinking that I sound psychotic, whatever the fuck, right? Because I wasn't willing to like let go of the initial point. That's all the thing that's
well,
that mattered.
That's not why you sounded psychotic. I think it's because it felt like we were moving through so much. The way that you win against an opponent that wants to be like very heavily narrative driven and wants to dance away from things is you just have to very calmly stay to one point with one example and force a concession. That's why I kept spamming at you, make him watch the clip again. Let's watch this. Tell me, did it sound like you were minimizing? You were minimizing. That's my point. And then move on to the next thing. You'll take a lot of wind out of their sails if you can force one of those concessions. It won't let them move so authoritatively on to the next point. But if you don't force those concessions and you're just kind of like screaming and shouting around, remember, if you're following Hasan in a conversation, he's not that dumb, as much as I call him stupid. He's not really that stupid. He's not going to lead you to an area where you're going to do good. If he's pulling you to an area in a conversation, it's going to be an area that he knows he's got an argument for. So as long as you let him take the reins, you're just going to move from L to L to L to L to L, and that's it.
Okay, yeah. Well, was I right in the thinking that if Adriana didn't tweet under train, then he would have closed out of Twitter or went to the next topic, and people would have still had doubt, and that would have been the only thing that mattered?
If I'm coming back, if you want me to evaluate from like a third party, like moral, like who was in the actual right, you both had points. The reality was Hasan and Pokey were minimizing a bit. This is why, because Pokey's actually smart. The smartest thing Hasan did was he shut the fuck up when she was talking, because holy fuck, she's very good at navigating these conversations. The thing is that they definitely downplayed it a bit when they were saying things like, oh, it kind of looks like they're just like looking to throw whatever they can at the wall to see what sticks. That's downplaying, of course. But there's also a fair criticism that like it was a little opportunistic for you and Train to drag that out when somebody was attacking the Gamba stuff, because it made it sound like that was kind of like a defense of the gambling shit. Well, you think we're doing bad things? Well, what about this bad thing? And then you wheel it out. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So the only argument I had against that, right, is that you can cover up small stuff or medium stuff, right? It seemed like how can you make the argument that you're trying to cover up the Gamba stuff when it's already mainstream, like.
Yeah, you can make that argument if you want. You can make that argument if you want, but that's a totally separate argument. That's a completely different conversation.
Oh, okay.
Not necessarily wrong, but like anytime it feels like you're going for a whole topic change like that, it feels like you've conceded every single part of the past conversation. So you wouldn't want to do it.
Because I'm more comfortable saying this on your stream.
Okay.
Than mine.
You know it's gonna get clipped if it's crazy, but okay.
Yeah, but no, that's yeah.
Sure.
No, just because it's not as much size.
Oh, fuck you, but okay.
Well, no, because it's...
No, I know, I'm just fucking with you. Go.
It's all the spotlight that was going on. That's what it is. Is that we're under the consensus that the system against your story was already big, right, initially. And a lot of these things were public, but never did anything, right? A lot of these info was public and was stemming it up. Nothing was done. And to me, that was an example of how strong the system was against her, right?
Well, and you got to be careful, because what I would argue is I would say that everything was public and everything that was public was handled appropriately. The problem was there was stuff that wasn't public that wasn't handled appropriately, arguably, right? But nobody knew anything about like people helping her write DMs. Nobody knew that he'd done anything other than like checked in on her while she was sleeping. Like those were details that were heretofore unknown to anybody except for the few people involved, right?
Yeah. Okay. So then, initially, when Stream was greenlighted for the whole thing, right? It felt like the spotlight in this current sphere was so big, right? That if you went it the right way, right, things would actually go through for once. That was kind of the vibe with it. Right?
Well, no.
Okay, go ahead then. Say it. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I think that like if somebody would have come out with the information that Adri had, it would have blown up on its own, because because the implication or the insinuation is that people had tried to bring it to light before, but nobody was listening. But that's not true. There was new information that had never been brought to light before, right? I think
I don't even think I agree with you. Did you not see what she leaked? What she showed? 80% of her stream was all things that were public and VODs and clips of things.
Yeah, but VODs and clips are different than like putting everything in one area. This is why I do manifestos, right? VODs and clips of shit is not enough. You need to collect it in one area and have like a formal statement made. Otherwise, not everybody's going to see everything. Stuff gets messed, right?
Okay. Yeah. Train stopped me from talking today because anyone wouldn't want to get things mixed up or things that get too heavy.
Yeah.
But they were still trying to make Train delete the tweets.
Delete tweets?
Yeah, initially when when we went out to that Discord call.
Yeah.
And they were still fresh. I was only there to be with Train because I knew there was gonna be a lot of OTK in that call. It was all gonna get against Train type of shit.
Yeah.
And a lot of it was still trying to cover up, trying to make him delete shit, trying to be apologist, trying to make some guys, like we're gonna lose Slicker. Like what about, have you ever lost a friend? Have you ever lost somebody you're close to? And I was like, oh my god, like bro, like there's a problem at hand right now. Like stop talking about who cares?
So for stuff like this, I told everybody this. I told Adri this a few days ago, dude. If you're gonna have conversations like that, obviously, I guess, or maybe I don't know, figure your own shit out. But like, I always record shit like that.
Yeah, we all recorded it.
Okay, yeah. I mean, if you truly feel like really fuck shit like that is happening, and you want to go like, I'm about to burn the fucking world down, then you like start leaking recordings. If that's the road you want to take. But I don't know how much that influences everything.
I only record to protect Train. That's
sure.
The only thing.
Sure. Yeah, but that's like I mean, that's again, those are kind of like separate things. Or what? How does that relate to what we're talking now? In terms of like, you felt like there was still kind of like oh Jesus Christ, this is about to get dramatic. Hold on, Train 1 sec.
Uh-oh.
1 sec.
Saying this?
What?
Does Train hate me for saying this or what?
Oh, I don't know. He wants in. I'm just letting him in. He's spamming caps at me.
My drama that much.
Yeah, we're just chatting.
Yo.
Hi. Okay, hold on. Just to be clear, I haven't declared a side. We're just chatting, going over strategy, everything that happened. Yeah, but okay, good.
Piss. I just heard this was going on, and so there's no bullshit, spread. I wanted to be here, but let me take a piss real quick. You guys continue, and I'll be listening on my wireless headphones.
Okay, knock us about.
Actually, first let me put the wood in the metal ore into the furnace.
Okay, base, dude. Smelt that iron, yeah.
But what? What the fuck?
What?
Where's my recording at? It was 5 hours long.
Chill, hold on. We're not playing anything right now. Don't do that. Chill for a sec.
Oh, no. I'm making sure. Because then, my recording sucks because I got into a drama call at one point. I got to call my phone. I had to deal with shit, and it got really heavy. I forgot I was unmuted. So then, this was happening, and I was unmuted with my fucking phone on speakerphone in front of the microphone, and it was just getting weird. Like it just kept getting weirder and weirder.
Okay. Nice.
Jesus.
Okay, stop fucking eating chips and drinking soda. Okay, when you wake up, you need to.
I'm eating gum. Hubba bubba.
Okay, just.
Give me 1 second.
Do you like Hubba bubba or not?
Not for breakfast.
Okay. I bought a sour candy from the store. I made this guy pick up 5 different items in a like exotic candy store. You know these things that have like a lot of like old candy that's like very hard to find. They have all of it. And I made him find like 50 different items at that store or some shit. So I tipped him like maximum like $100.
Okay.
And now my teeth are hurting. My mouth is like starting to degrade.
Do you brush your teeth? Do you go to the dentist?
I brush my teeth, yeah.
When was the last time you went to a dentist?
A couple of years.
Okay, you should go and get like checked up. Like even if just for like cleanings or whatever. It's always good.
I'm taking a piss. Give me 1 sec.
You're fine, dude. You keep piss away.
My
you don't need permission.
dentist says I have very strong teeth and I have good genetics. I got lucky.
Sure, but it's always good to go. Teeth problems can manifest into other problems as well, which is why it's always good to get teeth problems like fixed.
Yeah, you also told me that most cavities are it's not because you don't brush, it's because you have bad teeth, just bad genetics, bad spawn.
Probably.
And you're gonna get them anyway.
Maybe, but there's also other things like gingivitis and like just having bacteria in your mouth all the time that's like fucked, and like tartar buildup and shit is probably not good. Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
Anyway,
yeah.
so let's say I click recording. Where does it go? It says stop recording. It says save the user Felix videos. Okay. What day were we yesterday?
What?
Yesterday was the 19th, right?
Yesterday would have been the 20th, I believe.
This call's only 2 hours long. I think it might have jammed.
Maybe. But if it was jamming, you shouldn't say that, because now if anybody's listening and plotting against you, they know you don't have the last 3 hours of that call, so don't ever say that.
Okay, well, now you're so low IQ, you didn't see that it was a 5 IQ.
Oh, now you're actually baiting. Okay, true. Okay, right. Okay.
Fuck, man.
Why do I have everybody wants to call me right now? Okay, what is the
That's what? Oh, what was on the call that was talking about?
Oh no, I'm asking like what is your what is your goal? Or what do you
I think I don't have any goals. I mean, if the person that with their story is happy, I talked to her yesterday. She seems happy. I'm fine. I'm not trying to win anything. Like I said. People can say they believe me or not believe me. Okay. I want to stay away from that bomb as long as possible. I think I didn't want any part of it. Okay. Yeah. One day I was playing with Train and he was like, oh, she's so evil. He was trading leaks. Like the people say like that's like a negative thing. We're just trading stories because we had a lot on our minds, right? About our experience being an awesome number, right? So we're just trading leaks, and I send some shit that only I know or whatever, right? So just to get it off my mind. And he said, "Oh, dude, I know this thing. You don't want to know." I was like, "Yeah, I want to know." And then he told me, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I didn't want to know." and then I just thought, and then I see these people like, you know, it's just weird. Like, so I just people say, "Yeah, but you still continue to collab with them." No, I did not. I haven't talked to these guys in forever. I haven't. And then, so of course I was happy that there was some sort of not justice. I don't want to sound too just or righteous. I don't give a fuck. That finally it was gonna get out, so I could fucking say, oh man, this is out now. I don't have to fucking keep your toe around anymore or like watch what I say or whatever. It's just like, why am I not allowed? Am I not allowed to be happy when this shit happens?
No, you can, but like, I'm gonna say on the other side, you can understand how it feels a bit opportunistic, right?
Oh yeah, I don't care.
Yeah. Well, sure, you might not care, but like that's gonna be a thing that people are gonna.
It'll make me look bad.
Well, it'll make everything look kind of weird, right?
Oh, okay. Because if you obtain justice, if you did it the right way at the right time with the right person doing something the right thing, it has to be all perfect. Otherwise, you're gonna.
No, stop. It doesn't have to be all perfect. I'm just saying that sometimes, like, a certain set of circumstances can cast doubt on a certain thing that's brought to light that makes people wonder if there's an ulterior motive, and then it can make people
Watch
not.
Watch out, guys! An opportunist in
Listen,
the world of Twitch. Oh my God, I can't. I've never seen it before, guys.
Hold on.
What?
Listen.
Uh-oh.
That argument is the stupidest argument I've heard in my life, and I'm going to tell you why.
Okay.
Okay. If there is a truth, that is a truth. That isn't changed whether the fact that the person that is saying the truth has a reason or a motive. If that truth doesn't change because of that fact, if they're unrelated things, it doesn't affect the truth. Do you understand me?
The problem isn't no one.
Just saying the timing.
No. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. Epistemic conversation. Okay. No one is talking about the truth. Okay. In terms of like absolute fact of the matter in the world. That doesn't matter, right? What we're talking about is making people aware of the truth, or we're talking about the perception of the truth, or we're talking about revealing the truth. These are fundamentally different things. So you're right when you say the truth, it doesn't matter when it's revealed, but the perception of the truth absolutely matters. And when we're talking about other people, we're really only talking about other people's perceptions, right? When we're talking about the truth, what really matters is what other people think is the truth, right? If everybody in a room thinks that you fucked a dog, it doesn't really matter if you fucked a dog or not. Everybody's going to call you a dog fucker, right?
What a corrupt, stupid world then.
That's not a corrupt world. That's a fact. That's just the fact of the matter. Human beings can't observe every single event. We have to rely secondhand on other people's testimony. If we don't believe them, we're not going to believe the thing happened.
Yeah,
well, listen,
I think
anything going on between everybody else, right? Fine, whatever. I don't give a fuck. You understand? But the way it went down with Adriana and I, it wasn't the wording of opportunistic is out of context. Was it opportunistic? Not in the way that it's being presented by the crowds that are trying to dismiss blame on certain individuals. Was it opportunistic in the way where it was the maximum and best and only way that the truth would be heard? Yes. Do you understand?
No, it's not about. Stop. Okay, hold on. Wait.
He doesn't agree. He doesn't agree with
Yeah,
that.
stop
There's a
asking me. Hold on.
distinction.
Wait. Stop asking me. Do I understand? I understand all perspectives. I'm asking you to understand. If I got into a huge fight with Melina, and let's say that it came out that let's say that it comes out that I stole $100,000 from Melina. She's streaming the whole time. I'm like, oh, I'll have it in my bank account if you want. Like, oh, and then it comes out, huge drama comes out a year, and she reveals Steven stole all this money from me or whatever. And then I'm like, no, I didn't. I didn't steal anything. Fuck you. And then she releases undeniable proof. She's like, boom, there's the proof. And then I say, Melina raped me. Whether or not that statement is true or false, everybody's going to look at that and it's like, well, did she really? Or is this like a thing that you're throwing up now to deflect from her accusations? The fact of the matter is not relevant. What people are going to look at is a circumstance in which you can say there's a difference.
Let me explain my difference before you say
Okay.
you're dismissing the difference because you're arguing I can say there's a difference, but in reality there's not. And you're saying that your viewpoint is the correct viewpoint. There's no other option for other viewpoint. There is.
No, there's
The
lots of
difference-
viewpoints, but your viewpoint doesn't matter, Train. That's
It
what I'm
does.
trying. No, it doesn't.
My viewpoint matters because the victim in question was scared. There's a difference. Do you understand?
No.
The opportunity of Melina and you to go at each other, there aren't other factors in play. That's between you and Melina. There isn't another party involved that is threatening one of you to stay silent. Do you understand?
Yeah.
What I'm telling, the reason why.
Wait, let me finish. Let me finish, please. Okay. If there was another party keeping you silent, and the only opportunity where this would be heard and looked at because the other party that's involved is powerful and large, do you understand? Then your situation would be a correct equivalent to the situation right now. But there isn't that third party in your example, and that's why your example is a false equivalence.
Hold on. Just because an example doesn't one-to-one map on doesn't make it a false equivalence. What I'm saying is that when an accusation,
there is not a third party that's powerful keeping it silenced.
First of all, nobody is keeping Adriana silenced. Okay. If you wanted to come out with an accusation, you can do that at any point in time. You don't need.
No.
Train,
the politics of Twitch. Don't play stupid, Destiny.
Hold on, quick, stop. This is my area, okay? And I know what I'm saying is right.
Not
and
your
you
area.
know
The politics.
Stop. Hold on.
These guys protect each other. You know.
It doesn't matter if they protect each other. If you and Adri come out with that, hold on, Train. You're dead wrong. If you and Adri were to come out with a story like that, and you vet it from start to finish, she does the twit longer, you retweet it, and you support her. It's not like people are just gonna not believe that. Or like they can all protect themselves. Like LSF would probably take your side. They'd see a victim.
But why
with a
are you
credible story.
dismissing the fact Adri was not ready? Do you understand? Adri and I were in constant communication. She said, I am not ready. I am not mentally strong enough. She came to me. She was ready. She was going to release it. She said it was mentally strong enough. In this moment, that's when I clapped. Do you understand? This wasn't a moment of we were waiting and we were ready the entire year. She was not ready. It was about her. She made me aware she was ready. Do you understand? She found it appropriate.
Okay, it wasn't appropriate. Even if she was ready, it wasn't appropriate at that time. She was wrong, right?
It is not for you to make that call.
No. Hold on.
It is not for you. It's for her.
It's first of all, that's not true. Okay.
It is true. It is true.
When you talk about like when to take something public, just because she's ready to at a particular moment doesn't mean that is the best opportunity to do so. Number one. Okay.
That is a ridiculous
that's
thing
ridiculous.
to come.
It should be her choice.
It is her choice. It's not your choice, Destiny, the knower of all. It is not. It is her choice of when to come out and when she feels comfortable and the most strong.
Okay, hold on. You're talking two different statements, okay?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, stop. I'm just trying to explain the difference. It can be her choice when to come out, but it's not her choice when the most appropriate time is or the most opportune time is. She can make the choice whenever she wants. That doesn't mean it's going to be the best choice to get the message heard by as many people in the best light possible. That's not for them to choose. No individual can choose that. That's like a contextual thing that's going to depend on other circumstances that are outside of your control.
Okay.
No individual can choose that except for you and your contextual understanding, correct?
No, it's going to be based on
it's going to be based on the opportunity.
That's ridiculous.
You never know what the best opportunity is.
You don't. Hold on. Why are you speaking such hyperbole? You never know when the best opportunity is. That's correct, but you sure as fuck can know when some are better than others.
And that was fine. There's a big spotlight on the whole thing. There's a big spotlight on
right.
But the spotlight right now is on you two.
It's easy to make that statement.
Exactly.
It's easy to make that statement in hindsight, but in that moment, it was the best time for her, and that's that. You can look back and say, oh, there were better times. Yeah, in hindsight, it's very easy to make that distinction, is it not? It's very easy to make that observation, right?
No, this isn't.
That was the best possible one. What the fuck do you mean? I'm confused. It's very easy to look back and say, "Oh, there could have been better times."
Hold on.
Yeah.
First of all, I'm totally independent from all of this. Okay, I don't give a fuck one way or another who does what. Okay, I'm just telling you. I'm not asking for your opinion, and I'm not asking for your perspective. I know your perspective. I understand your perspective. If you want me to explain it, I can explain it. I understand it 100%. All I'm telling you is that from an outside perspective, that when the spotlight is shown on YouTube, and then you have
that is a
mischaracterization.
Hold on, wait, stop.
Yeah.
That is a mischaracterization of what was going on. The spotlight regarding the topic of gambling was on me every week for 16 months straight. Let's not make it seem like that was the 1 week it all came out.
Hold on. Do you remember there was a particular streamer that literally had this as an extra special spotlight? Of course there was. You had streamers talking about
sports betting. That was not on me.
No, you literally had
scamming.
Bro, I'm listening to these conversations. You're trying to rewrite history like right in front of me. What are you talking about?
History.
Look, bro, the Slicker just had his huge thing. Streamers are talking about going on fucking strike.
Did you watch my streams? Did I in any way respond or get involved? There was no spotlight on me. The spotlight is always on me. That's how I operate. I ignore and I stay in my own corner. Do you understand? If you look at me and I was distressed and I was firing shots back and forth and going at it, no. I made one statement saying,
okay,
there is
here's a question. I'm gonna ask you this question, and I don't actually know because I didn't look,
Okay.
but I bet I'm correct. Okay, here's my guess. My guess is going to be that when the Slicker stuff was going down and streamers were talking about banning gambling, I'm gonna make a guess. Did you tweet that day about streamer hypocrisy or in defense of types of gambling?
You're not making a guess. That tweet happened in hindsight.
No, hold on.
Betting?
So then while that happened, you did make that tweet, which means in a way you kind of did bring a spotlight on yourself because spotlight's on gambling. You know this. Usually people attack you about it, right?
The spotlight has been on me since day one, and they have said my name and only my name because they claim I'm the largest streamer. Do you understand? Don't make it seem like the spotlight shifted to me on that topic on that day.
No, I agree. The spotlight is always on you. I agree 100%.
It's any other day. Whether I make a post or not make a post, I talk about it. The spotlight didn't shift onto me. It's been on me.
The spotlight didn't shift on you. It just got really bright that day because of the Slicker shit. Would you agree that there was more pressure for gambling that day than normal because of all the Slicker stuff? That's all I'm saying.
Would I agree there was more pressure on gambling? Sure. Was there more pressure on me? No.
Well, why did you feel it necessary to come out and make tweets if there wasn't more pressure on you then?
Because that's my brand and what I do regarding everything, Destiny. Look at all of my tweets.
Wait, hold on. No, that doesn't make that answer. That's a not. You didn't even answer my question. Why did you feel it necessary to come out and make tweets if the spotlight wasn't brighter that day than normal?
It wasn't brighter than normal. It was every other day for me. Every other day I make tweets. Look at my Twitter. Why are you only pointing out the one tweet that happened during one thing? Every time they make any accusation toward me, I respond. Over the last 16 months, scroll through, you will see gambling responses over the last 16 months consistently and constantly. Don't make it seem like I only addressed one time. All of them I addressed for 16 months. Do you understand me? You could pull clips from my channel.
Yeah, I believe you. I'm sure you did. I know you're talking about
it wasn't a spotlight shift on that day. The spotlight has been on me for 16 months. And 16 months, I've been clapping back. Do you understand? There is no, I needed to change. That is irrelevant. It is bullshit. Do you understand me? That's what I have an issue with. It's bad faith. It's
I understand. Don't call me. Hold on. Don't call me bad faith.
I'm not calling you. I'm saying it is bad faith.
I'm just saying.
The argument itself.
No, I'm just saying that there is an outside perception. That's all I'm saying. I'm not trying to say that this is what happened or that there was a plan or whatever.
But listen, that outside perception, Destiny, is the same outside perception that has to make you understand. You can't pick and choose when the outside perception matters. If the outside perception matters,
well, the outside perception always matters.
Just hear me out. Yeah. So if it does, then you need to understand the outside perception of why she may not feel mentally strong enough or mentally fortified enough to bring it out at different times. That in that moment, it's her decision. If she feels the most mentally fortified, that is the time that it happens. Do you understand? Like, so if the outside perception, do you understand the outside perceptions applied to me making a tweet regarding what's going on in the Slicker stuff, which I am the largest gambling streamer, right? Well, besides xQc and Aiden and these other guys, but I'm in the section a lot longer, right? If the outside perception applies for that, when that topic's brought up, then the outside perception has to also apply to the consideration of the variables at play when deciding when to come out and when she feels mentally fortified enough to talk about what has happened in the past in terms of the cover-ups. Do you understand me? You can't pick and choose when the outside perception matters and what it affects. It would affect the entire spectrum of everything going on and the variables that are at play that come down to the decision of when she feels comfortable coming out with it. Does that make any sense?
Stop asking me if it makes any sense. I understand what you're saying. You're just explaining this. I'm just explaining how it looks from the outside.
Does that make any sense? Is just how I usually end my sentence. It's just a bad habit.
Gotcha. I mean, well,
you know this. What do you mean? I've been doing it for 4 years.
Sure. Yeah, I'm just saying that there's like a strategy sometimes to exploring these things, and it's important to be aware of that.
But the strategy is like it's very easy to nitpick in hindsight and say there's a strategy of these things. There's a better time. Like sure, in hindsight, I'm sure we can then say, okay, is there a better time? Is there?
Stop accusing me of hindsight. I could see this coming from a million miles away. Everybody could. That it was going to be a little sussy based on the timing of everything. That's not a hindsight thing. This was happening live. This was happening live.
It shouldn't be sussy at all. If it's to anybody that it's sussy, in my opinion, excuses are being made.
Do you think it was sussy when what was the House of Cards guy? Kevin Spacey? Do you think it was sussy when he came out as gay right after the accusations of touching the kid or whatever?
Did that change the consequence of his actions?
No, but he tried to. But like that would be an example of people.
It's irrelevant, is it
well,
not?
no, but that would be an example of somebody saying like, well, you should be able to come out anytime you want. It shouldn't matter if there's pressure.
But in my opinion, that example would be a good example is if the actions changed, right? If the consequence of the actions changed, but the truth remained the same.
Well, just because whether you're successful or not doesn't influence whether or not you tried to be successful.
Right.
Train. I think at one point, I think the main thing that you can argue this thing about it all this as much as you want to. The reality is the public will villainize and will say that we'll weaponize, and there's nothing you can do with defend ourselves. We just move on, and that's about it.
Yeah, even if you're not trying to, and I'm not trying to say you have the intention of doing this. So like, your goal is to be malicious or blah 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 blah, whether it is or isn't. I'm just saying that's going to be the perception. That's all I'm saying.
Well, all I know is even Adri's come out and clarified that and has made it clear not to come at me because that was
it doesn't
never.
matter. Train it. They don't.
I know,
they don't like you. They don't like you, and they'll ruin you for it. That's it.
I understand that
because we're at the level right now where these people are accusing you of Adri of working together. So of course it wouldn't matter what she says.
Well,
right?
then that's disgusting for them. It should be that clear. Like that's what should be covered. That's what you should be cackling at and side smiling at. That's ridiculous. And you and I both know that. Perception should be irrelevant when something that disgusting is being thrown around. What?
Also, because of all this, in my opinion, because of how bad you and I look, and because of how people are still being apologists for Miz, and I think his public image is coming back from people are being saying like, oh yeah, I don't think Miz what he did is actually wrong. I actually even definitely said that because you're a moron. And it's oh yeah, I don't think I did anything wrong either. It's just despicable to see it. So I'm ready to move on.
Yeah, and the problem with that, Destiny, let's be honest. Here's what you do. If anything like xQc's recording or anything came out and it went, oh well, now that I see this, it's not wrong, and you don't take any accountability for saying something so stupid.
Whoa! Hold on.
He's right.
No,
You're being stupid.
No, hold on. This is.
I don't think Miz did anything wrong.
You don't know enough to make that statement, and you fucking know it.
I agree.
Let me know when you're done. Are you both done?
Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What I said was, are you familiar with how court works? When you go to court, you've got a jury of people that you have to show evidence to in order to let them make a decision about the consequences of a particular thing. If you're not
public opinion.
No. Let me finish. Let me finish.
Go all the way.
Let me finish. I'm gonna start screaming over you. Okay. I'm part of the jury of public opinion here, and I'm looking at what you're showing me. Okay. Some of the most important underpinnings of your case are things that you aren't showing to the public. Your claim that Mizkif coordinated some event and sent Mitch and Maya and Barry over to the house. That's a claim that you've made, but you haven't given any evidence for that. Or you've made the claim that on a call, they were all trying to force you guys to delete tweets and cover things up. That's another huge claim that you've made, but you've shown no evidence for. If I'm part of the jury of public opinion and somebody like Mizkif is on trial and we're trying to figure out whether or not he's guilty or innocent, I can't go by evidence that you're telling me that exists that you haven't shown me. Okay. I've said, no, hold on, just let me finish. I've said multiple times, there are things that could change this. If what you're saying is real, if that piece of evidence is provided, if that thing is leaked, oh, then yeah, my opinion would change. Absolutely. But I can only go by what's shown right now. I'm not going to say a guy is guilty based on something that you're telling me exists when I haven't seen it yet. And I think most of the public's going to work that way.
Okay. Destiny.
Yeah.
As much as I agree with you, you already know.
Yeah.
We are already being discredited at all points because we are weaponizing and be opportunist. You think that it's saying more and linking more, we're gonna get sort of backing? We was what are we talking about? People are already against us, even when we have the truth. Even if we say more, like, what are you talking about?
And it proves, and this literally
have to
proves,
wait,
like, if me
no,
and
no.
xQc are getting bombed like this is exactly why she is scared to come out. xQc and I, with our size, are getting it twisted onto us. What do you think would happen to her at her size? Like, this is exactly why this shit is corrupt and fucked up. This is exactly why it is. Holy shit.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm genuinely, okay, wait, how old are you, Train?
31, brother.
Okay, I'm an elder to both of you, okay? 33,
Okay,
okay, I'm very old.
No. Let me say one thing before you guys.
Okay, go ahead.
The narrative is already that we were against Miz and we have problems with these guys and want to get at them, right? And we're gonna fuck them over. All these leaks that quote unquote probably help the story that is already concluded, right? It's already concluded the story that helps it. It'll only look at attacks at Miz, attacks at Maya. It'll all look like it's more like attacks and weaponizing it, which is all we're being accused of, which is why things are being discredited. So imagine if we come out of the woodworks with these recordings, whatever, we'll just say, oh wait, this is already a case closed. They're just saying this to get more points and to attack Miz even more, bro. And you know that's how it was gonna go. You know that's how it's gonna be spun. So why bother with that shit? What are you talking about?
Okay. There's one thing that you both need to delete from your heads when it comes to dealing with the public, okay? You have
Delete
to.
from our heads.
Yes.
You're talking to the two largest streamers that deal with the public on a fucking uphill scale. Why are you giving us advice regarding this, Destiny? If anything,
Because this is because this is my job and I do it way better than both of you. Okay, chill.
No,
Hold on. This is literally
not
what I,
true.
bro. Train. You fucking fight with people all the fucking time and have a ton of drama related to this shit. This is literally my fucking job. Okay. Yes.
No, I do not.
Yes,
I
you
stand my own
do. Of course you do. Train. Come on.
In the last 3 years, none of that. I've stayed in my own fucking lane. You clearly do not know.
Okay, so you're telling me that in the history of the Scuffed podcast, with all with Trade Chat, with all the other people, of course,
Yeah.
I'm not making fun of you for it. I'm just saying that you fight with a ton of fucking people. So do I.
Yes.
Right? Okay.
Yes, I do. And it has everything. Go ahead. You just finish your point, then I'll bring my point up.
Sure. Okay. Jesus Christ. All I'm telling you guys is that when you are when you're making an argument, you have to delete from your head this concept of the truth. Okay? The truth doesn't matter. The fact of the matter is not relevant. What matters is what can you prove? What can you support? If two things happen in a room and neither person records evidence and both people walk out of the room, at the end of the day, the only thing you have is one person's word against another. The truth or the fact of the matter is not relevant in the eye of the public. What matters is what you can prove. So when you're coming out and you're having these arguments related to, it could be sexual assault allegations, it could be leaked DMs, it could be whatever, the only thing that matters at the end of the day is what you have evidence for and what you can prove. So if you're getting frustrated because in your mind you think people don't know the truth and I believe in the truth, you need to rework your mind and stop thinking of it in terms of the truth. Think of it in terms of what has evidence been provided for. And right now, no evidence has been provided that Mizkif was like a mastermind blackmailer collaborator. That just hasn't been provided. Now that might exist, but you haven't shown it. So how is anybody supposed to believe you?
I think. Wait, what are you talking about? I think all the stories all point at it, like black and white. I think how is like 6 witnesses or whatever the fuck not enough?
No.
Hold on, wait.
No,
Let X expand on that. Give me one witness that said that Miz told people to go over and make a story.
Wait, I'm pretty sure Maya said that she was sent. Yeah.
Did they say they were sent by Mizkif to help her make a story? We can go and listen to Maya's statement if you want.
I'm gonna ask you this. So you're telling me, okay, the best friend of an individual that sends over 2 individuals to the house of the person that's about to make the tweet of the accusation, the best friend that sends them over, you think that's fucking appropriate? And you think that is completely okay that 2 people were sent by an individual that is best friends with the person being accused? That's just the first step. The next step is everyone's accounts. And I'm sure Mitch, Barry, and whoever, or I guess Mitch is the only person there, if he has to do what he has to do, right? I'm sure he'll give the account of what he saw and what he heard. So the evidence you're looking for realistically comes from either Maya or Mitch, right? That's what you're looking for?
Probably Maya, Mitch, or Barry.
No, Barry wasn't at the original house where Mizkif was, right? Barry was.
Well, when Maya was giving the story, she said that her, Mitch, and Barry were the 3 that went over.
Yeah, but Barry didn't go over from Mizkif's house. Barry went over and met up
I don't
with
know,
them.
but okay, sorry. Those are the three that she brought up. But you're
Jen,
here's this is all I'm saying. Okay, is that like Mizkif can tell a story and you can tell a story, and both stories are possible without evidence pointing one way or the other. There's no reason for somebody to believe your story over somebody else's.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That's a mischaracterization of events. What do you mean? The story was told. Adriana told the story, right?
Adriana doesn't know. Wait, hold on. She doesn't know why they were sent over. Or if
I know.
they were,
What I'm saying is Adriana told a story, and that the parts of those story were corroborated by the story given by the others that do know.
We're not talking about Adri's story right now, though. We're talking about things that are outside of what she can give testimony to. She can't give testimony to whether Mizkif sent Maya and Mitch on a mission to rewrite those stations.
He did.
Okay, well, bring it up. We can watch it if you want.
Why? No. Because the fact of the reality is, you know how the public operates. You know they know the story's over and closed and the victim is happy. Anything that we say or leak or prove will look at like attacks and weaponizing an old case of a victim against people we don't like, and will be completely shit on, and we're gonna get smoked. And say, oh yeah, now we can see why they did this in the first place, because look, now they're going after them. It's gonna be like this.
Okay, I'll bring up this. This is the example I bring up. Okay, no, hold on.
Just real quick.
I hate it that you're trying to explain it to me, because I know this is my life. I don't need you to explain it to me, okay?
I'm not explaining anything to you. What I'm telling you is what you're looking for has to then come from Mitch, right? Which then would also be corroborated by the recording of the group call. That's it.
Possibly, maybe, yeah. What I'm saying is that
what you're looking for doesn't come from mere xQc. It comes from Mitch or the people that are in question that were at the house. It has to come from them, and then maybe corroborated by a recording. Right? That is it. It can't come from mere xQc. You know this. Everyone knows this. It would have to come from Mitch, Maya, Mizkif himself.
Sure, but that's not what I'm having issue with right now. The issue that I have is the attitude that you and I'm gonna just go. Okay. When I was doing you guys are under the impression that the public doesn't look at any evidence whatsoever and they only go by narratives. That is not true. It feels that way sometimes, but the reason is because you're not laying out hard evidence to support the narrative that you're trying to sell. And the other narrative is just as likely as yours. So in that case, stop. You're always selling a narrative. That doesn't mean it's fake.
No, we're not selling a narrative.
Let me finish speaking, okay? Selling a narrative doesn't mean you're making something up. A narrative is just a story to tie together facts. That's what a narrative is. A narrative isn't always a bad thing. It's not always fake. There is the main story narrative around 9/11.
Thank you for clarifying. Thank you for clarifying.
Okay, I got you. Okay, so there was a time when I went into a back and forth against Bob Seven and a ton of other people, and I released a statement. He released a statement, and he blew me the fuck up. And all of LSF was against me. And then I went online and I did a stream, and I fumbled my way through it because I didn't have all of my ducks in a row before I did it. And then it was super against me. A lot of big streamers were. Casey Trunk, all these fucking losers came out, and all of LSF was against me. But I took a night. I got all of my shit together, and even though everybody was 100% against me, and I looked like an idiot in front of everybody, when I came back with all of my shit in a line, and then I read out all of my evidence, I flipped it 180. And I've been in those situations before, where if you try to fumble your way through something, but you don't have your evidence, the narrative is against you, and it feels like people...
equivalency. False equivalency.
Okay. Nothing you say, Matt. In that case, don't ever go public with anything ever, because if all you guys think are just public narratives exist, you can't do anything, then don't even try. I don't even know why you would try to talk to anybody ever.
Destiny, that's you against them. For us, the case is over. If we were to say that this now, okay, it would be us against Miz or whatever. Literally. How do you understand this?
If you want to do this, I'll bet both of you, okay, $10,000 each if you want to do this, okay?
$10,000, bro. I lost.
No, hold on. I don't care. Okay.
I'm not going
to bet you $1 million because I'm not $1 million Andy, okay? I'll bet you $10,000 each if you want. If you guys come out and you release evidence, good solid evidence, that Mizkif coordinated Barry, or at least Mitch and Maya, to go over and to soften Adri's story to save Slick, and that on that call that you guys were on, that people were begging you to delete a twit longer or to delete shit to save Slick, if you came out with that hard evidence, the public favor would spin 180 and support you again. If you think anything else, you're delusional. If you think that they can just write narratives out of nothing, you're totally wrong. If you have hard evidence for that, the public will support you 100%. I know, guaranteed.
Don't you think it's disgusting that we're looking for support? I don't think it's support.
No, bro,
it's ridiculous.
No, you do, especially over this Me Too shit. This is some of the most damaging shit about this whole fucking movement, is that people think they don't need evidence as long as the truth is on their side. There is no such thing as the truth. It's only what you can prove.
I'm not referring to that. I'm referring that you're spitting this into me and xQc need to do something so we get the public on our side. That's the most ridiculous thing. This entire thing was brought up to platform Adriana to tell her truth, and she told her truth. Do you understand? As far as what you need to hear, that will come from Mitch Jones, that will come from Maya or Miz, or a leaked fucking video between 6 people. That is where it comes
Adri's
from.
truth doesn't matter here.
That's okay. That's
All
fine.
Adri
You
knows.
looking for me and xQc to battle the public to try and give them something. That comes from Mitch Jones, Maya, Mizkif, or it comes from a corroborated. It comes from the corroboration of the leaked recording of a 6-man call. That's where it comes from. It doesn't come from me and xQc battling it.
Sure,
You
you're
understand?
missing
It
the point of
comes
what I'm
from
saying. I'm just
those
saying
things.
Adri's truth has to do with her interaction with Slick and the feelings that she had afterwards with how people dealt with her. But your claims, the original
It
tweet that
also
you made
comes
about
from what she-
no.
It also comes from what she said about the ongoing 1 year of everything regarding the control and the power and the railroading that was happening within that community and the circles of these people.
Sure, but
Why are you
that's not
dismissing that
wasn't
completely?
no, because that's not what we're talking about. You made a
that's-
tweet
that
that
is
said that
part of
Miz
the
was sending
entire
people
story.
to railroad people. That's your
Yes, and
claim. That's not Adri's claim. That's
not
your
my
claim.
That's the claim that was given to me by the people who were involved.
No,
Do
you
understand me?
brought it out publicly, so it's your claim. That's the sword that
Yeah.
you fall on, or you attack people
Yes,
with. You brought it out
is
publicly, so as long as you brought it
my
out,
claim, but that claim is from the people involved. Do you understand?
it doesn't matter. You're the one representing it. You're the one that has it. So now it's your
that's
claim.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. I am behind that claim, but what you're saying can be easily attacked by saying, "Well, Train wasn't even there." Do you understand me?
Yeah, but
I
you
am
might
just
believe that
relaying-
particular claim because you've heard of
I
other
am-
people. But if you're relaying it for people, then bring those people out and make them
Yeah,
put them
and
on the
that's what
stand.
I'm telling you. That's what I'm
Sure,
telling
but right? Do you
I just
understand?
told you
Hold
that,
on.
did I
Have you
not?
hold on? Have you ever heard of? Do you know something called hearsay? Have you ever heard that before?
Yes.
Okay, so the reason why hearsay is bad in a court of law is because if I'm going to cross-examine a witness, if I'm going to put you on the stand, I'm going to ask you questions to figure out if you really know what the fuck you're talking about, if you're full of shit. However, when you say something like, X, Y, and Z told me this, the reason why the judge will dismiss that as hearsay is because I don't care what they're saying, what other people are saying, because I can't put them under oath and cross-examine them. So when you tell me, well, other people said this, I don't care what other people said. I care what you say. Because if other people aren't willing to stand up in public or stand up and be cross-examined as a witness or as for testimony or whatever, then it doesn't matter what they say. They can fucking say anything. Their reputations aren't on the line. Their word isn't on the line. It doesn't matter. I'm not trying to say whether or not you're right or wrong. I'm just telling
Yes,
you
I
why like
understand that.
people publicly are looking at
one
things. Sure.
Yeah, I understand. Give me 1 second. I need to. I don't know.
You gonna
I don't know if you have Twitter or not. Can somebody? This guy is literally impersonating me on Twitter with a verified account, and literally selling phishing scams.
I know Twitter contact.
Holy fuck! Here, Jesus fucking like, how is this even allowed?
Spam report him.
This is look at this, bro. Look at this. How is this allowed?
Jesus.
The account's been up for like fucking a week. Like, what is going on? Please give me a sec here. Please spam report this account, this verified.
Bro, I told you I'd have a contact at Twitter. I'll just talk to him.
Thank you.
You know what? One of the most valuable thing ever.
Yeah.
I had this Overwatch League media day one time, and because Overwatch was so big at the time, or they thought it was gonna be big, they had a bunch of like high ups at like a lot of companies. We had a talk with like a presentation with like high ups at Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, whatever, and they actually gave them their contacts, and it's been kind of useful actually.
For Twitter stuff?
Yeah, for just getting stuff going, getting just getting verified, getting a contact, getting answers, getting shit.
Oh
done,
yeah,
getting-
for a lot of that shit, unfortunately, as silly as it sounds, it's like it comes down to like just knowing the right people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Totally. And yeah, I had like 3 of them over there, right there on the spot. So
So I need to repost this and put the at. What's the ad of this thing? That's just shameless, bro. How is this person even allowed? Oh my god. I fucked up the fucking tweet again. Just shameless of me. Give me a second here. This is crazy, brother.
This is,
Do you see this,
I cannot
Destiny?
imagine being Ivy League exec and having worked hard, having up the meeting with xQc to feel like you wasted your time. Bro, we move fucking, dude, dozens of millions of fucking dollars. If that's a waste of your time, bro, you are fucking homeless. You're at the fucking public library, you broke motherfucker. You move with fucking tens that a pop for fucking cigarettes, you dumb fuck. Shut the fuck up!
True. So how you guys feeling today? How you doing?
I'm chilling.
Oh, that's good.
Bro, can you believe this?
It's probably
It's
like a
fucking-
botted scammer account. That'd be my guess, right?
Yeah, but how the fuck's it verified?
Because people pay for money like that. There's like services or back websites you can pay people that know people at Twitter that'll get like an account verified and shit pretty quickly.
Jesus fucking Christ. Literally phishing scam links. It's just so fucked. With my entire brand on it. That's just shameless.
It's pretty fucked.
Yeah, I'm gonna type something to you, Destiny.
Yeah, go for it.
Don't say it out loud for now.
Okay, I mean, imagine if you're typing it to me, it's because you don't want me to say it out loud. So yeah, I gotcha.
Okay.
I reported.
Thank you, brother.
I'll try to talk to this guy. This guy, he's kind of slow though. I just need to see this chain I bought myself.
The chain about yourself.
The chain I bought myself. I'll show you. Bro, who's like doing something right now?
I was just typing this guy.
Look at that.
What is this?
So I just bought myself that.
Oh, is it? I don't know anything about jewelry. I'm assuming it's nice. It's.
Did you read that, Dest?
I read it. Yep.
It's just the chain, bro.
Well, it's cool. Good job. I'm proud of you. So,
I'm not saying out loud until the second sentence comes to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling you, it goes deep.
no, I understand, and there's a lot of dumb shit being running around behind the scenes right now. This is what I would suggest to you. Okay, take it or leave it. I don't care. I really don't. Okay. If you want to present stories like this, my recommendation, people make fun of me because I call them like manifestos or whatever, but it's really effective to write everything down and to get all of your evidence in one place so that you have everything ready to go, so that if an accusation or some crazy shit like this goes public, all you can do is like read out all of your shit and everybody has all the information there that they can deal with. But like when stuff gets leaked like piece by piece, or some stuff doesn't add up exactly, or you're trying to figure like, you know, who to talk to when or whatever, like it ends up like undermining your whole story, which does a disservice to you if you are telling the truth. That's all I would say. Just pretend that whenever you're presenting to something, pretend that you're trying to like present this to like a normie who has no idea what's going on. Don't assume anybody knows anything. Explain, this guy knows this person, these people are friends, they do this and blah, blah, blah. It's always like the better way to go about things, I would say.
How long have you been working on this village you're working on right now?
Probably like 200 hours. This is a really complicated mod pack.
I'll share my Rust play here.
Yeah.
Shit.
What even is the goal of the game anyway?
A Rust or his game?
His game. Bro,
He's talking to you.
Disney-
Oh, he's actually talking to me? Oh, sorry. What were you? I thought you were talking about Rust. What? Hello? Say that one more time. I thought I heard you say something about gold.
No. Oh, no. I mean, I don't know what I was talking about. Yeah, I mean, when are you gonna buy some ice or what?
Why don't I go buy some ice?
Yeah, some
Yeah?
ice packs.
Bro, get some ice, man.
I'm fucking retarded. What? What?
Bro,
He's
buy
talking
some.
about jewelry.
Bro,
Oh.
buy some ice, bro.
Why? I wear sweatpants and t-shirts everywhere.
That's what I do, but then I put some ice on it.
Same.
Okay, I'll do
Well,
that.
I
I'll
don't- I
go
don't-
grab
I don't
like
put-
a fucking $10,000 Rolex, $20,000 bling, and then I'll roll out with my fucking sweatshirt and my
I don't put ice on it, but
I live in Miami. I'm pretty sure if I would walk around with shit like that, somebody would just beat the fuck out of me and steal my shit. I'm like 99% sure that would happen. Okay, I don't know if that's a good idea.
yeah, that's why I don't wear jewelry like that.
Yeah, I don't wear. I mean,
It's
I
way
don't.
too scary.
I mean, it's cheap, and I just wear it on my own. That's all.
Sneeko, I messaged you if you're still here.
You messaged who?
Some YouTuber Andy called Sneeko. I think he wanted to jump in earlier.
Regarding what?
I don't know. He probably takes your side on everything. But I don't know. He's
What were we talking about yesterday when you were leaving? I wanted to chill for longer. Oh yeah, we're talking Scuff podcast and all the juice.
Mhm.
YouTube. Oh yeah, baby. Well, I do have some news that I can't release just yet, but just know that Scuff podcast is making a return, and you know, let's just say there's a chance, Destiny, that
Yeah?
you know what I mean?
I don't know what you mean. Tell me.
Let's just say the original cast, there was a chance the original cast will be on.
Okay. How original is the original cast?
I don't want to say anything further, just
Okay, just a tease.
yeah.
It's
Just
gotta be-
know that yeah. Just know if I'm telling you, then you know. Let's just say hey,
Yeah.
get ready for the introductions, Destiny.
Okay, gotcha. Are you doing it on YouTube?
I cannot confirm or deny that.
Okay, well, if you're gonna have me on it, it's I mean, it probably has to be on YouTube.
I cannot confirm or deny that.
Okay. Damn. Well, you guys have anything else?
I want to hang out. Don't think I'm kicking us out of the call. We're hanging out.
Oh, okay, yeah, we can hang out.
That's what I thought. Bitch, pussy, cocksucker.
Trent, what do you do for next month? Are you gonna go hard?
No, I'm just chilling. I don't care. Like, a lot of people think I'm like upset about this. I'm just kind of, I'm in my Rust phase right now. So I'm
Did
like
you,
really I'm really addicted to Rust.
Did you see who got really upset?
Huh? Who got upset?
Hasan over the ad revenue changes or whatever. Oh, dude, he was molding for like 2 hours on stream.
I mean, if they're gonna lose money on Gamba, they gotta make it up somewhere, bro.
Yeah, I guess.
Want to know what's funny though about that?
What?
Correct me if I'm wrong about this, Destiny, before I give my take on it.
Okay.
Actually, I'll give my take on it first, and then if
Yeah,
you
that's
correct me,
good. Hell yeah, that's the way to go.
So, yeah,
Don't be a
fuck
pussy.
it. Yeah, fuck it. So my take on this is, if I understand it correctly, I actually support it, but that's literally that's contingent on whether I understand the changes. To my understanding, it's if you make $100,000 or more a month from subscribers and such, then your revenue gets split to 50-50, correct? So this is only affecting the rich, correct?
Yeah, that's my understanding, but he was trying to make it sound like that's really
Yeah,
bad
so,
for
like,
some reason. There's like
if
300 or like 600 streamers or something that would affect, right? Yeah.
Yeah, so if this is the case, I'll be honest. I mean, I guess it's easier for me to do it because I already distribute a lot of my wealth, you know, to the mental health care thing and to just giveaways, raw giveaways, to like cash giveaways to personal accounts. I support it because I believe in that myself. Like I literally vote for higher taxes as well. So it's like, it's odd to me that somebody. I mean, obviously, we know the actions have never followed through to these individuals, but it's funny that somebody, this is their brand, this is the bread and butter, is pissed about it. Like, if anything, I mean, at the very least, right? Like, if you're not going to do the mental health care fund for your community, if you're not going to do the actions backed by, or your words backed by actions, at least, at the very least, if you're going to play, you know, do that bad faith shit, at least be bad faith about this Twitch policy and be like, oh, I'm for it, you know?
Yeah.
We're taxing the rich on a smaller scale on Twitch.
True.
And you know, like, it's very odd. The only thing that I don't like is I don't know if Twitch should be pocketing it. I feel like I feel like the money should be used for something that benefits either small to mid-sized creators or something else. Whether it's the adoption of the mental health care fund, that I've created that I have no affiliation with the charity itself. So it's not like I'd be gaining anything if they did that. But like, I feel like the money that's taken from the rich should be used for something like that. Like, I feel like Twitch should adopt that mental health care fund and have it open on a Twitch scale basis. Does that make any sense? Like,
Yeah,
I feel like
the
right
issue is that like what Twitch is trying to do right now is they're losing out on a ton of money. That's the issue.
No, listen. I'm under contract. I'm talking to a YouTuber. I can't say that much right now. But listen, the way it is, okay, is that things that are happening right now around Twitch, it's not cause and effect. It's just Twitch and Amazon doing things, and it was going in that direction. That's it. People make narratives that it's cause and effect. It's just fucking stupid.
Well, what I mean, like, I don't know if is it cause and effect to say that they probably lose a lot of money? Or wait, I'm not saying it's because of gambling. I'm just saying that Twitch is probably not making as much money as Amazon wants them to make. They're probably still like a loss.
And we're in that crunch right now. Since last year, I think Q1. I think they've been squeezing a lot, and it's just that's it though. And it doesn't mean a leak or whatever. I think people can connect the dots or whatever. I haven't had
Oh, hold on. I'm gonna ask for a leak. Are you ready?
Yeah, but I can only say it on Discord. What's up?
Okay. My understanding is that have you announced publicly that you have you've got a special exclusive contract with Twitch?
Yes, since March 14th last
Okay,
year.
here's an issue that I have. Hasan on stream keeps saying things like, oh, like, I'm mandated, I have to run a certain number of ads. I have to run a certain number of ads. They don't force you to accept those contracts as a huge part of a streamer, right?
Nope.
Okay. So he's not forced. He accepted that for probably a lump sum of cash.
What he's saying, he says this. Okay, I don't mind him getting mad at me for saying this. Okay.
Okay, good.
The truth of the matter is, he was probably offered a contract that had 3 or 4 minutes as a density. The numbers were big, and the contract is fat. And since he didn't get that money, he gets less money because of that. Well, he has to make sure that on stream he makes people feel a certain way about that because he lost that money. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That just making sure that I'm making sure that I wasn't missing something that happened since I was gone or whatever. But yeah. You have to accept. He does. So if Hasan wanted to, because he keeps saying, "I wish I didn't have to run ads at all." If he wanted to, he could have just not accepted that contract and just not run any ads and only made money on subs, right? Yeah.
And knowing what I know about the game, okay, and things how I run at Amazon, which is fine. Amazon is good. I love Amazon. Okay. Next time he tries to pull that contract off, I'm not even being negative. It's not gonna work.
Yeah, I'm sure
they don't operate like that anymore.
I love Rust. It's one of the best games in the world.
Yeah.
And no bullshit. It's one of the best games in the fucking world.